So obviously I've been posting more serious content lately. And before I was like funny. And so I was like, what if, one of these nights I'm just gonna like have some wine and just talk to people. And here we are. But I've also just come off of a literal 5.5 hour Zoom call with friends from college, and do it. It is worth it. It is fun. So, what's tonight's topic? Because here we are. Um, I don't know. Cool places, cool people, time, the concept of time. What are we going to talk about? Okay, what is tonight's topic? I had half a bottle of wine, which it's been a while. So, what is something fun and funny that I've had? I started a dream journal. I could read you my dream journal. Okay, we're in my room now. This is what I wrote. This is the first entry in my dream journal. Okay. I live in an apartment across the street from a socialist organizer. With a podcast, I am preparing to falsely tell my husband slash boyfriend that I'm not sure which one it is, that I cheated on him. Again, this is a false claim. But I am having second thoughts. Someone, mom, is trying to convince me to go ahead with it, to go ahead with this lie. It's possible the organizer, the socialist organizer who lives across the street, it's possible that their podcast, which have I mentioned they have a podcast? Yes, okay. It's possible their podcast is about paranormal investigations. It's a possibility. The organizer left information taped to my door. I got cut off. Okay, so the scheme to fool my partner has something to do with, turning the page, him finding a dirty sock and a clean sock. I'm trying to convince mom that he should find two clean socks instead, which will mean that I didn't do it. That was my dream. I have a confession. And this is probably my most unpopular opinion. But I liked Cursed Child. And I know. And I don't disagree. But I liked it anyway. Up until 1947, the Department of Defense was called the Department of War. Now, my suggestion, we go back to calling it the War Department, because, let's be honest, kids. So I have a type, and it can basically be described as what you would picture when you think of, like, a nerdy college professor. Like, wow. Like, Ben Wyatt. Yes. But then also, you got a little sprinkling of Nick Miller in there. If there was a combo of Ben Wyatt and Nick Miller, I am in trouble. So here is one way of understanding the different generations. So Gen Z is like stealing candy from a baby and then the baby cuts you. And millennials are like the junior high age, and like they're being bullied, they're being pushed down. And so they pop up and they're like, you know what, we're not gonna do this today. And then Gen X is like the high school kid observing that, and they're like, right on, kid. Like, they'll stay on the sideline, like, oh gosh, but, okay. And then the boomers are like the adults observing this whole situation and are like, what? I just don't understand kids today. I've been trying to record this video explaining the difference between hominid and humanoid, and I keep combining them. I keep being like hominoid. Anyway, here's the difference, if you were wondering. Because these are, as I tried to say, it's an example of words that, like, you get that there's a difference, but explain it becomes more difficult. Hominid is an umbrella term that includes humans and other species that are evolutionarily related to humans. That's hominid. Humanoid is something that kind of looks human. Like it's human esque in appearance, but is not necessarily related to humans. I did it! In today's edition of Roswell content that no one asked for but me, I happen to own all 10 of the books in the series that the 2 TV shows are based on. And now I assume that I've read all 10 of them, but that would have been 20 years ago, so I don't really remember the book series. So I decided, well, since I have them, I might as well reread the first book, see what it's like. And it's so bad. It's so bad. It is embarrassing. It is so bad. So, to give you like an idea of how bad, I looked up the author on Goodreads, and I wanted to see if she had somehow managed to get anything else published, and she has. And she wrote several of those Mary-Kate and Ashley adventure books, so that should give you an idea of the day I've had. I was browsing through Facebook, and there was a post that said, comment with a movie title that describes 2020. So I'm scrolling through the comments, and there's a lot of good ones, but there was a very clear winner. A series of unfortunate events. Very clear winner. So one of the things that I dislike are big animals, which is one of the reasons that I don't love the zoo. But one of my unreasonable animal fears are turtles, because I feel they want us to think that they're slow, but I can't trust that. Do you ever just want to have an hour-long conversation about time travel? Because you think about time travel, it's such an amazing topic of conversation, because it takes just so much mental power to try and work through all of these problems. I think that date night idea. Time travel paradoxes. Have fun. If there was any doubt that I'm a Ravenclaw, just the fact that working through time travel paradoxes sounds like a fun date night. Come on.